what the hell are we going to call this Browns defense? Because we were coming up with nicknames in the fourth quarter of Sunday's game, and I feel like you have a name in here. But let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you got?
This is not my idea. I heard this today listening to a show.
Okay.
Hell's Elves.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I like that.
That's the one I like the most. That's the one that I think fits the most, especially now that we're embracing the elf.
Ah,
Somebody goes, it means you have to embrace it.
oh my God.
It's the midfield logo. It's already embraced, folks.
Oh my.
So
Could Jamar Chase have really started something like that? Could be so fast. Because mine was more specific towards the coach that we hired in the offseason, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as well as yours does. Mine was the Schwartz circuit. The Schwartz circuit.
stuff.
Because
A good friend of mine has one on a play on words with Schwartz's name. So I don't hate that one at all. He put in WMDs, which stands for Weapons of Mass Deschwartzen.
I'm not gonna comment on your friend's take. Let's talk about the game. Look, it's what we wanted. Deshaun Watson had objectively his first objective good game as a Cleveland Brown, and he still threw a backwards pass. We're not even going to get into that. Even though I was looking at that being like, good God, it's a mental thing with him right now. But that's nevertheless, he found some good receivers the second half, made some good passes. The running attack, Kareem Hunt being brought back into the fold, which is great. Even though Jerome Ford might have had some bigger impact plays in that one. But and again, Tennessee doesn't have the greatest offense, but when you're limiting Derrick Henry to 26 yards and making him look stumped behind the line and getting a sack right into halftime, so Tennessee can't call a timeout or get a touchdown right before, that's such a momentum builder. And I don't remember a Browns defense like this in my lifetime. I don't remember this since '99 at all. This is such
No.
a fascinating development over these last couple of weeks that it makes me very, very excited for this upcoming matchup against the now. Well, technically, we're tied for the AFC North lead, even though Pittsburgh has the advantage over us because they beat the Raiders on Sunday night. My friend was like, "Oh, did you see us beat the Raiders?" I'm like, "Yeah." Did you see everyone else beat the Raiders this season? They suck anyway. But no, that I like this matchup we're going into week. This might be more exciting than the what was it, the Sunday night game a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. This might be bigger than that. It's gonna be like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's a lot of 1 o'clock games coming up this week, which we'll preview later in the week that are 100 times better than the Sunday night football matchup this week
Yeah.
of the Chiefs at the Jets. That's unfortunate, but at the same time means they get to go to bed early because that game will be over in the second quarter. Deshaun Watson, his best game as a Cleveland Brown. That's about all there is to it. The defense is legit. To your point, this is the best defense I've seen in my lifetime since the Browns came back in '99. They are playing with so much swag. They are playing with to their strengths, and it's been here for years now. The possibility of it, but it took the right defensive coordinator, which is now Jim Schwartz. Joe Woods wanted to do everything how he thought it should be instead of playing to his players' strengths, and that's what coaching can do. And when Schwartz decided, hey, we're going to play to our guys' strengths, Myles Garrett is going to be what T.J. Watt is in terms of being able to line up wherever he wants, move around whenever he wants, and all of a sudden you see a team taking two tight ends to shadow him that forces a timeout and delay a game penalty like it did in this game against the Titans. Holy crap. I've never seen that before. And holy crap, is Myles Garrett on pace right now to have his best year ever as a Cleveland Brown defensively. And you're right. The biggest worry we have now is the offense. But if Deshaun Watson plays like he did on
Yeah.
Sunday, moving
Yeah.
forward, then Mitch, this team, are we going to miss Nick Chubb? Absolutely. We only had 70 some yards rushing on the ground, which is actually kind of embarrassing from what we're used to. But win. There's no style points in the NFL. It's win. I don't care if they beat the Ravens by a point. I don't care if they beat the Ravens by 20. I feel confident having this game at home before we head into a bye week. I feel like the defense is going to come out and play well and be able to stop the Ravens and their offensive attack. I'm excited again because the defense through 3 games, Mitch, is statistically the best defense in the NFL. The Titans were the first team to take a snap in the Browns red zone. And that was only because of an Elijah Moore fumble. I mean, we've given up 1 touchdown, and it was that bomb to George Pickens on Monday Night Football. The least amount of points given up, least amount of snaps taken in our own territory, least amount of yards given up. The Browns, I think, are the best defense since the '99 Buccaneers in terms of yardage allowed, and they're the 3rd best defense in the modern era in terms of yardage allowed in NFL history. That is legit.